Hi guys, how are you today? Time to talk housewives. We got a couple good housewife stories for you today. I'm so excited about these stories. We're going to talk about the judge denying Erica's gag order, Ronald Richards being officially hired to find her assets, the Real Housewives of New Jersey. They're bringing on two new women. They're trying to bring on two new women, and one of them's an African American. Can you believe it? On the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and we'll talk about who the other one is. So let me go ahead and play my theme music, allow more people to come into the room, and we'll get right into it. Hi guys, how are you? Hey Freddie, how are you?
Good. How are you?
You still like
still
that theme?
loving that. I'm still.
Look, this is a good show for us today. I'm so excited. Yesterday I was talking about how Erika wanted to put a gag order because she's going to try to fight. She's going to try to fight to keep her assets. We went over what we thought it was, but today, no such luck. And you knew this earlier.
Yeah, well, I've obviously behind the scenes. I talked to Ronald Richards exactly about what's happening, what the truth is, because obviously there were lots of rumors going round. So I've got that lifeline with him to be finding out what really actually is going on.
They are officially hired Ronald Richards, our very own, to find Erika Girardi's assets.
Exactly, which is amazing. So he will be working with Alyssa Miller, one of the trustees. He will be going after Erika's assets. He'll be seeing what's happening with those. Now, it has been a long journey with what's been going on with that, because Erika actually filed an objection trying to prevent Ronald from doing it. She was saying that he had essentially a conflict of interest in doing that because he'd been supporting victims. But actually, Emily Barker reported on this as well, and I've seen that the document as well. But the judges weren't having it. They've got Ronald on, and Erika, he's coming for you.
This feels surreal. This feels surreal to me. Like, did they really just hire Ronald Richards to find her assets? And did he really say he would come on our channel every time he gets updates to really do interviews with us? Oh, and then tomorrow he's coming on for a one-on-one interview. He's a real high-powered attorney. We're going to talk about his history, how he's a big hotshot Beverly Hills attorney, and what drives him, and why he is, should I say, vigilant for the truth. How should we label Ronald? He's like, he hates crooks.
He hates crooks, and Erika, you talk about coming for Sutton. Ronald is the type of person that's coming for you. So
is there something wrong with me for feeling out of 100%, maybe 5% bad for Erika? Because listen, they're going to transcribe everything she says. If she makes one mistake on that show, she's toast. Okay. Well, and then Ronald is not playing with her. If there's any assets, and I had this conversation with Perry yesterday. What do you think the assets are, Freddie? Perry thinks it's money buried in the backyard. I think it's money. I don't know.
With Erika, it's probably a number of things. I think it's money, it's jewelry, it's clothing. We know that she was trying to secretly sell clothing on Vestiaire Collective.
That was a secret. She tried to do it secretly.
Well, she was sort of trying to do it. She had sort of a deal. They were promoting it was Erika Jayne's wardrobe, but basically she wasn't allowed to do that, so that was stopped. We've talked about before how we saw potential evidence that her Cartier Panther ring was maybe up for sale in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been other reports that they've seen limited edition jewelry, that very rare pieces that have been for sale in the California Zoo.
Really? Listen, Cat Ann says there could be money in the mattress.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, Tom's going to take that money to the grave or to the old people's home. He's going to do whatever he can to not give it up. But he's toast. They're both toast as far as I'm concerned.
They are toast. I mean, she's got to be stressed. And I'm not giddy about her being stressed out or the demise of this ring they got going on. But I will say this, there are victims in the middle of all of this. So it's not about let's just get Erika, let's smear her name.
Yeah.
She did a very bad thing, her and her husband, and people have paid the price, like Joseph Rugamez. You know, he can't afford surgeries anymore and whatnot. So, you know, I gotta watch how
yeah, well, the Rio Gomez family will be one of the first families to receive
number 2. Yeah.
And the other thing is that Erika cannot use the fact that she's on antidepressants to not talk, because she talked about it on a reality show on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which means that they can discuss it, basically, because she admitted to be on Lexapro.
Yeah. Look at, someone says, Vaca says, Ronald looking to run out. I mean,
maybe she got Harry to take off with it to Canada.
I know there's so much going on, but I'm not
yeah.
excited about the downfall of Erika and whatnot. I don't like her. Please don't get me wrong. I don't feel compassion for her whatsoever, but it's still a hard thing that she's going through, even though it's they brought it on themselves. But I'm excited about Ronald getting the job.
Yeah, exactly. And he's going to be exposing the fact of the evidence I found, and it's quite clear that she knew what was happening before she admits it on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Because Sharrell and I were actually talking about this behind the scenes. There was a number of things that happened, such as the fact that the Erika Jayne Clubhouse was up for rent. She was selling clothes. And of course, she'd had 2 subpoenas against her, one in May 2020 and the other in September 2020.
Yeah.
And there was a time when she was meant to be going to Lake Tahoe, and she basically used that as an excuse for her and her attorney to not appear in court.
I mean, it's unbelievable what is happening to those 2, but you know, it's an unbelievable thing that they did. I mean, I can't wait to get Ronald to come on tomorrow, because he is a high-powered attorney in his own right before this case. I mean, he has a stellar career. So we're going to talk about all that tomorrow. I'm just really excited and very happy for him. I feel that if anybody can find it, he's a smart attorney, isn't he? He's brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant
I mean, he's
mind.
one of the best of the best. So,
and he's going to come on here and talk about the stuff that he finds. We're excited.
It's just a result. So, great news.
Yeah, that's great news. So, so her gag order got denied. That's great news. I mean, come on, you want to shut up now because you want to. I think she knows this is going to look bad in the public. She's fighting to keep her assets. That's not a good look. You know, she's never apologized to the victims, her or Tom, or even mentioned them in any kind of way of feeling sorry. So but you're going to fight tooth and nail for your, I don't know, diamond rings, whatever you have.
I'm fighting to keep that $20 million that was being loaned to her.
What $20 million?
So we've talked about it before. There was a $20 million that was loaned to her by Tom to EJ Global, and she still has that money. Now there's a lot of fighting for that, and Erika is trying to argue that's her money. She's trying to argue the assets that Tom bought her are her assets, that they're not joint assets.
Oh God, really, Freddie?
If it's up to Erika, I mean. And then there's like household things. If it were up to Erika, she'd be like, have my blender or something like that. or my toaster.
She's going to try every trick in the book, these two, to hang on to whatever they have and whatever they accumulated from stolen money. This is stolen money. You don't have a right to keep this stuff. It's kind of just really sickening.
I mean, she really is Cruella de Vil. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I mean, she just can't help it. She has no empathy.
Yeah.
She never shows emotion. And I think this is, it's just clear. She only cares about one person only, which is herself, and finding the next 95-year-old husband to support her lifestyle.
It's insane, but I look forward to working with him in the future, don't we? We're excited.
We're very excited.
And we are so excited. We can't even hold it in. And then the interview tomorrow is going to be amazing because I want to hear about his career. This is not his first, rodeo. He has a stellar career. So I want to officially, me and Freddie want to officially congratulate you, Ronald. And we're very proud of you. And we know you're going to get the job done, right?
Exactly. So well done, Ronald.
Now let's move on to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. This is a shocker. So they are looking to hire their first, they're going African-American woman. They're going culturally mad. What is the word you use? Like they're loose. They want a culture diverse cast on every show now, which is good news. But I never thought it would be in Jersey. Let me go ahead and put up her picture. Her name is Akeisha Collin. Her husband is an ex-football player. His name is Willie Collin. It's Colon. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Colon.
I don't know.
She's supposed to be a friend, businessly related to Joe Gorga. This is going to be interesting. I hope that we don't have to spend the first 3 episodes talking about race like we did on Jersey, like on New York and Beverly Hills. I hope everyone's used to a diverse cast now. This is going to be interesting. A little bit about her. Her and her husband own a bar and grill called Bricks and Hops Beer Garden in the Bronx. They also have one in New York. She's currently pregnant and is expecting a baby in July. Let's see. Can you see that picture good? Let's see if I can make it bigger.
Yeah, if you zoom in a bit.
See that? Yeah. Cute little thing, isn't she? A baby in July. I've heard the rumor is they've already started filming for New Jersey. Also, the rumor is no one's talking to, what is it, Freddie?
Nobody is talking to Jennifer. They've not really liked her behavior. What we've heard is that Teresa is sort of having Jennifer's side, but she doesn't really want to be getting involved with the drama. So she's very much staying out of it and just really spending her time with her new boyfriend, Louis Rouliers, and her children.
Yeah. Let me read this super chat. Love you both. Can Andy invite Ronald Richards to the reunion? Oh my God. Sounds like Bravo needs lawyers for many shows.
What Andy needs to do is he needs to create a fraud and theft housewives, and that what he should do is he should employ Ronald as like the host or something to find out. Go, Erika, why are you allegedly a thief?
But you know what? I laugh. But wouldn't that be great if Ronald Richards did come on the reunion and, start answering questions that Andy might have or the cast members and just hearing what Erika thinks about it? Because she really must, I'm going to assume, not like him to try to prevent him from getting hired. Who does that? Like, she was like, it's a conflict of interest. She might as well said in her paperwork, I hate him.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen on Twitter that she's not happy about his reports on what her and Tom are up to. Because Ronald is the one responsible for saying exactly what's going on.
I think if it wasn't for Ronald, people would bought the lie that she's not allowed to talk about it. They would have bought that lie.
The narrative Bravo's trying to sell everyone.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it real and he makes it where normal people know what's going on, because we're not in court. We're not going to know the details. When Erika comes on the show and says, I'm not allowed to talk about it, I believed her. I didn't even think. He said, what? She's lying. There's nothing in writing that says she can't talk about it. I mean, so this is going to be good. This is going to be good. So it would be good if she can.
She's going down in flames.
No, she really is. I mean, it's crazy. Someone made a comment that they.
And Andy's struggling to protect her because he's desperately trying to sell this narrative that she didn't know. They're going sticking to the storyline, but it's blowing up in their face. It's just not happening, and they're struggling to control the narrative and the truth of what is actually happening here.
Why do you think Andy Cohen wants everyone to believe that she didn't know? Why do you think he wants us to think that?
Because I think he's naive and maybe really does believe it.
No, he can't possibly
have the brains to read all the legal documents to find what's happening. He has his favorites as well. Anyone that massages his ego, which maybe Erika gave him free Roxy Hart tickets, I don't know. And
or he could think that if the public hates Erika, maybe he thinks they won't watch the show or something. I mean, it's insane. I have a super chat. It said, we, me, and sig others are in the LA legal community. You really are, Wendy. Wow. We are happy she was denied. So, aren't we so happy, Freddie? We're so happy. Give Erika the privacy she gave Judge Bigelow. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't see Andy boxing Erika.
Listen, there was a caller that called in yesterday. Her name was Kimberlana, and she's saying that she thinks that Erika with Tom had planned out how this whole thing is going to go since they got caught. She thinks that they're lying about him having dementia that is going to turn into Alzheimer's. She thinks that they've hid the money together. She thinks that they are all in on it. She thinks that they put the story out there that he was cheating as a decoy. What do you think about that? Do you think
I believe this is all possible. And then we also need to remember that stage, well, allegedly the burglary that happens. I believe that was staged.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
you think it was staged?
Yeah, I mean, she probably, I don't know, called up someone like, the Manzos, because allegedly they're involved with that stuff. Maybe she got them.
You think Erika called the Manzos for advice?
Like a behind the scenes, thing.
Freddie!
And was like, Carolyn, allegedly you back your mob brother-in-law. Can you help me stage a burglary?
What is happening with the Manzos is unbelievable. A family unraveling. She should not have written that letter, in my opinion, and she should not be talking to her sister. But that's not what we're talking about today. So we're talking about, someone said that Akeisha looks Caucasian. No, she's African-American. She's African-American. All right. Now, there's another person that is alleged to be joining the cast of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and that's Teresa's good friend. Her name is Caroline. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Let me put her picture up here.
Caroline or Carolyn?
Yeah, Caroline or Carolyn. I think it's Caroline because it's Line.
Yeah, I think it's Caroline.
Here, let me make this picture bigger. Really pretty. She's Teresa's friend, real friend. She already knows everyone on the cast. She went on vacation with Teresa just a couple weeks ago. And let me see if I can pronounce her name. Her name is, it's the last name, Caroline or Carolyn Rossio, Rauseo, Rossio.
I think it's
I'm
Rossio.
Thinking someone told me that all Italian last names ends in a vowel. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I have heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, she looks Italian. It sounds like she has an Italian last name. Listen, Teresa needs more backup. The only person she has on her side as of now is Jennifer, who's doing a great job at it, but still, the more backup Teresa has, the merrier. But also, I feel like the more pro Teresa people we have on the show, the better the show's going to be, because the show was great this season. And then it just ran out of steam when Teresa, the whole Jackie rumor got tired and they needed more drama. And I think
and Jackie was just refusing to film. I mean,
yeah, that too. So,
but I think, yeah,
go ahead.
I think what this shows is there were rumors that they might be planning to get rid of Teresa, but I think if they're bringing a friend of hers on who's allegedly going to be a main, that clearly they're not interested in getting rid of Teresa if they're going to make one of her friends a full-time housewife. I also believe that Caroline is a realtor in New Jersey as well. And I wonder if she has, alleged connections to the mob.
Oh my God. It's so funny. Anyway. What if the rumors you heard about Melissa?
So I've heard that Melissa's actually incredibly threatened by Jennifer. She knows that the producers think that she's doing a good job. In the reunion, the producers very much felt that it was, what's her name, Jennifer and Jackie taking the lead of that. Jennifer leading the first part, and then Jackie in the last three quarters of it came up in my estimations and delivered. And this is what frustrates me about Jackie. And it was like, why couldn't you have done that at the beginning of the season, Jackie, rather than not filming?
If I was thinking, we should have brought John on, because he loves Jersey.
I can just trying to wrap. Sure John's going to be happy. Hey, John, I'm sure he's going to be happy that I was liking Jackie for the last three quarters of the final part of the reunion.
Okay, let me drop the link really quick for him. He said, Jackie ambassador in the president. John, come up really quickly and say your piece on what you think is going on with Jersey, hiring their first African-American.
But Melissa's very threatened that she knows that people aren't that interested in her. She knows the rumors that have been going around that she was potentially going to be demoted and things like that.
Wait a minute. You're saying that they thought about demoting Melissa?
There was a rumor that they were going to demote Melissa to a friend of the show, and I think Melissa was struggling with the fact that Jennifer, who Andy doesn't really like, but the other producers do, liking her, but are not thinking Melissa's drama or what she's doing is that great, basically. So she's threatened that basically Jennifer's is stealing her thunder.
This is insane. Okay, John, I know you're tired from last night. You've been really, really busy. This is insane. Listen, they are jealous of Jennifer. I think Margaret's jealous of Jennifer. I think Melissa is, and I'm missing someone. Who am I missing, Freddie? I think that they know that she's giving good storylines. I think Margaret tried to bring good storylines. I believe she was behind the rumor. This is just my opinion this season. But Jennifer needs to stay where she is. Oh, and you said there's a rumor that Andy Cohen doesn't like Jennifer. He's not her favorite.
There's a rumor that he doesn't like her, but a lot of the producers on that show do like Jennifer. They think she's got a lot to offer. So I think they should be taking my advice and pay Jennifer more money to get drunk.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do. Come on, let's give Jennifer more pineapple and tequilas. We can do that. I want Jennifer drunk every episode.
Oh my God. So, I mean, that's good. I mean, listen, I think that they did the right thing by cutting the season short when it started to get dull and those ratings started to drop. I think they did a good thing by keeping Teresa and keeping Jennifer. I think they did a bad thing by not demoting Melissa. She needs to go. And maybe Dolores should have been demoted. But let's see how the two new girls fit in.
Yeah.
I never thought they would have an African American on the show because it's like a family mob related type thing.
Yeah, but there's all Italian. I mean, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but I think that's great that they're making Jersey more diverse and not just American, Italian mob.
But will it change the flavor of the show? This is about a mob town and mob people, and now they're branching out. I guess not, because I don't think Jackie's a part fits that, profile.
No, she's just in charge of, allegedly watching her husband go to the gym.
So that's all the news.
And crying. He's her other talent.
Look at John, still trying to be the Jackie ambassador, but she still was a Jersey favorite. No, John.
But Jackie, in all fairness, she did do a good job. She did deliver in the second part of the reunion.
Is John cash-apping you, really?
No, John is not cash-apping me. She just spoke up more. She just spoke up more. She did more than Dolores, who didn't do anything. Dolores was like, oh, I got a new vajayjay, and I still don't know what I want to be doing with David and Frank, and maybe I'll go to Erika's club, and I don't know, do something there.
Yeah, I mean, Jersey was good. It's nothing compared to Beverly Hills. Tonight's episode, they're going to start talking about. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm so excited! I'm so excited for it.
Mm-hmm. Tonight they're going to start talking about the whole Tom Girardi thing and stuff like that, and this is going to be good. We're going to have Ronald Richards on tomorrow. I'm so excited to give the backstory, and then after that, Freddie and Ronald will be coming on dissecting the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is going to be
really good. We're really going to be on a roll with Beverly Hills.
We are the luckiest people ever. We
really are.
I mean, to actually have an attorney on the case, this is insane, isn't it? It's unbelievable. Again, me and Freddie both want to congratulate you, Ronald. We're so excited for you. So happy that went through. I was a little nervous. What's her name? Erika tried to fight it. She could have won.
I wasn't worried. That Erika's got no clout. She might have clout for like a 95-year-old, but she doesn't have clout anywhere else in this world now. She's got no money.
You're saying, it's just not a good luck what she did. And so maybe the judge is going to be for the people. They might be, because they got Ronald on the case now. Mr. Richards, this is going to be amazing. I mean, we just had a jewel fall into our lap. We're so excited. So tomorrow, Ronald's going to come on, and I'm going to tell you guys, just do an interview about his background and who he is. He's a great guy. He's funny. Isn't he funny, Freddie?
Yeah, he's really funny. Really nice guy behind the scenes, because, me, Sharrell, we talk to Ronald. We've got to organize these things, in advance. There's a lot that happens off camera, and with all of us having spoken to him, he really is a great person.
He's a good guy. He's funny, and he doesn't have to be. He's rich. He could just settle for his little cozy life, but he's really dedicated to. He doesn't like crooks,
and he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He says it. He goes straight down the line and says it how it is, which I think is just always the best quality to have. I think that's why our panel's so great, because our whole team is on Sharrell's world, because we all just say it how it is.
Yeah, it's really great. And the last time he was on the show, he said he's good friends with Kathy Hilton. Do you remember that?
Yes, that's going to be interesting to see what's happening there. Maybe Kathy will bring Ronald on for a cameo. Ronald hasn't told us yet.
I doubt that, but at least...
Yeah, because Kathy was like, life is like a poker game. Everyone's got to show their cards. And here's Ronald Richards.
But do you admit, Freddie, that Kathy is appearing to be way more likable than Kyle?
I mean, I just loved how Kathy just was at 1 a.m. drinking a Red Bull and was like, I thought this was a soft drink. Yeah. And Kyle was like, I want to go to sleep. And then she just told Kyle to go away when she tried to wake her up.
Get out. She said, get out of here. So we're going to keep it short today because I will be back in 30 minutes with a really pretty good one. We're talking about Monique Samuels and all the rumors that are going on with her. It's insane.
And then we've got to watch what Dudu and Kathy. What's Kyle's name? Dudu.
Dodie?
Doogie, that's it.
Doogie. Yeah, you guys don't forget to watch Jersey tomorrow. We're gonna do a review on it. Tomorrow's
Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills.
I'm sorry. Don't forget to watch Beverly Hills tomorrow. That's gonna be insane. So I'm gonna interview Ronald. I might tape it and air it late. I don't know. We're gonna interview Ronald tomorrow, and then we're gonna do the Beverly Hills review, and then something else. I can't think of it. Tomorrow's gonna be really busy.
Yeah.
Any last words, Freddie?
No, I'm just happy that they're coming for Erika. I mean, this line that she said to Sutton, saying she's coming for her. You know, you're going to really remember who's going against you and who's exposing you. So I think that's great. It's moving in the direction. And now that Ronald is officially on board with trustee Alyssa Miller, there's no escape for her now.
And there's no telling what the hidden assets are. It could be so much stuff. They had so much money, so much stolen money. It's crazy. And they did it for years. So this is going to be amazing. And now we get to see Erika fight. Okay, people, fight to keep her assets.
And fight to sell her narrative to the audience that are watching the show as well.
Yeah. How do you fight to keep assets that was bought with stolen money? She's got some nerve. She really does. It's crazy.
But anyway, she's a narcissist. She's a narcissist, I believe. So she doesn't care.
Something's wrong with her. Maybe you're right. It's exciting. And we're really excited. All right, Freddie, I wanted to thank everyone for your soup. Did you have any last words? I'm sorry.
No, I've said everything.
Yeah, because we can't wait till tonight. Does it come on at nighttime in the UK?
So I'll be watching it tomorrow morning because it's uploaded onto a thing. So it usually comes out in the morning. So I'll watch it then.
Good. All right. I wanted to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel and you do. So I really, really appreciate it. Thanks to all my moderators. Chat, you guys are getting so funny. I love all of your comments and everything. We will be back in a half hour with Perry, and we're going to talk about Monique Samuels. This is going to be a good one. It really is. All right, Freddie, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.